Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So if you can see the protein shake behind me, just act like you can't. Okay, thank you. And gotta love when we're talking about more affordable things. As you can see by the title, today I'm bringing you 7, I believe, drugstore dupes for more high-end products. If you guys want to know more about it, then just stay tuned. So this is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. She's gotten quite a bit of use out of me. I'm not sure if my camera's gonna focus on that. This was a very talked about primer a year and a half ago. I feel like it's been a minute since I did my video on this. Funny thing is, if you saw the video I just uploaded, a lot of people felt like this was a overhyped primer, but it was a primer that, you know, people were dying to get their hands on, but she's like $52 or something like that, if the price hasn't gone up since then. So yeah, she's not cheap there. So the first dupe that I saw that I tried for this was this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And then very recently, Makeup Revolution announced their, what do you call it? This is their Pore Perfecting Primer. Now the weird thing about this is when Makeup Revolution announced their primer, e.l.f. was low-key shading on Twitter. You know how when these brands start getting into these beefs about who launched something first or blah, 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 they'll be like, you know, often imitated but never, you know, like those type of weird like subliminal tweets, and people are just like, hold up, e.l.f., like how you throwing shade for a brand duping a product that you duped from another brand? Make it make sense. Like, both of you took this from Tatcha. And then people were like, well, Tatcha took it from Tarte. I don't know if you guys remember that product. It's very old, but it's also a very popular one. It is the Tarte Clean Slate Smoothing Primer, something like that. I was like, you all copy each other, so it's always weird when they low-key throw shade at each other like that. But if you were looking for a dupe for this primer, there is the option of the e.l.f. one, and there is the new option of the Makeup Revolution one. They will all give you that type of smoothing over type of finish to your face for priming your face. That kind of blurring look. They all have the same type of consistency there, but you know, the price is very different. So I actually have another Tatcha product dupe. This is the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist. Again, 2 years ago, you had to have this. Even if you had oily skin, you have to have this. And that's how you know something is hyped right there, because think about it, Dewy Skin Mist. I have oily skin. Back at that time, like, it was not working for me because of the combination of makeup I was doing, but nowadays I can still use this even though I do have oily skin, but it's Tatcha, so you know it's not going to be cheap, okay? So if you want this, but at a cheaper price, this is the Hard Candy Hydrating Primer Mist 12-Hour Power. Now, yeah, I don't think this sounds more full than this one, but trust me, this is used a whole lot more than this one. You're pretty much gonna get the same effect. However, I feel like using this one, I mentioned before that this is something I use every single time that I do my makeup. This one, it's like, you know, if I feel like throwing Tatcha in today, maybe I'll do that. But this, I use every single time that I do my makeup. You're pretty much gonna get the same results. You know, you might think dewy skin, so this one's gonna leave you more glowy looking or stuff like that. But I think that's why when I tried this the first time back in the day, I just couldn't really understand the hype, because I was like, I'm not seeing that like radiance from within. If anything, I feel like this is like this, where it gives you more of just like a hydrated feel to your face. It helps all of your makeup blend in together. So that's why I feel like these two are very similar. Like, if you're looking for a setting spray or a mist or anything like that that's gonna give you that illuminated look, you guys know what I mean, like that dewy from within look, I really don't think this does that. I feel like this is just a good, you know, hydrating, your makeup's still gonna look nice on it type of setting spray or mist. This is the Milk Hydro Grip. Y'all know this is one of my babies. This is also something I use just about every time I do my makeup. You know, it's supposed to grip the makeup onto your face, making it last better and wear better throughout the day. I'm supposed to be hydrating to your skin and stuff like that. And then this is the e.l.f., I'm holding it the wrong way, is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. Now, from the name, you wouldn't think anything that's supposed to make you think that these are the same type of products. When you read the description, and especially if you test them out, you'll know you're pretty much getting the same exact thing, but just at a different cost. It does this, actually, a lot of people after they watched that video said that they felt that this performs better than this one. Maybe it's some bias in me that doesn't want to admit it. but you can low-key see it on my face in the video. But honestly, I feel like these are the same exact thing. Just this, I don't know how much this costs, probably somewhere in the 30s, and then this is e.l.f., so this can't be more than like $10. Now this next one should show you just how oblivious I truly can be sometimes. If you've seen me wearing gloss since 2020 started, it was most likely this Makeup Revolution Pout Bomb. I'm starting with the Drugstore first this time. It's most likely the Makeup Revolution Pout Bomb in the shade Cookie. My friend Bammy sent this to me. She told me I need to try it. Ever since I did, I've been wearing it ever since, right? So the other day, I'm looking at it and I fully like read the name of the product and I'm like, oh, Makeup Revolution Pout Bomb. And then I'm like, oh, this is a dupe for the Fenty Gloss Bomb gloss. And let me tell you, it really is a dupe for Gloss Bomb. I've seen other videos where I've seen people say like the Alyssa Ashley e.l.f. collaboration was a dupe. It wasn't, in my opinion. I've seen other ones where people like, oh, this is a dupe for Gloss Bomb. This is a dupe for Gloss Bomb. Nah, this is the closest I've ever seen a product come to actually being a dupe for Gloss Bomb. And dare I say it, I might actually like it more than I do Gloss Bomb. I wanted to see it for myself on my face today, so I put Gloss Bomb on my top lip and Pout Bomb on my bottom lip, and then I also have 2 colors of Pout on my bottom lip. You get a little more pigment out of Pout Bomb, and I think it's supposed to be a plumping type gloss, so you get a little more sensation with this one. But I mean, from the packaging to the consistency of the gloss to how they wear, okay, Makeup Revolution, they did that. Did I still order the hot chocolate in full size though? I sure did. But moving on, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow. You can use this as highlight. If I do use it as highlight, I use it under my foundation. I also, you guys have seen me do this quite a bit, I mix this in with my concealer under my eyes, and it's that nice of a formula that it actually works out throughout the day, even though I have oily skin. And I was at an event we're still in January, so last month, and I was trying out the new product that they were showing, and I was like, this reminds me of something. What does it remind me? Oh, it reminds me of Wonder Glow, and that is the NYX High Glass. Is this like a one shade? This is a face primer. I think this is also supposed to be like a face primer, but I mean, I don't know, like, why are you using this as a face primer? Is this one shade? No, this is the Moonbeam shades. Let me see here. Okay, so this is Moonbeam here. That's what that looks like. And then this is Charlotte. That's what Charlotte looks like before you blend it out. And you start blending it out. That's what that one looks like. Obviously 2 different shades, yes. But they have other shades of the NYX one. But you can do the same thing. They feel the same, they look the same, they're going to wear the same on your face. I don't know where the other one of the NYX is, but you guys get the point there. However, it's Charlotte Tilbury, so this is probably somewhere in like the $30, $40, $50, and this is NYX. So you know this is gonna be like max, but $15. This next one I did a video on years ago, but I'm still gonna throw it into this video because I do believe that they're dupes for each other. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder in Medium Deep. That's what it's called, right? Yes, Medium Deep. And funny thing, going back to the other day's video, a lot of people were saying that this is a overhyped product. And it's funny to me because when I did this video, I was not getting the same type of reaction. Like, people were not here for me saying that I like the other product just as good, if not better, than this one. And that is this Milani Translucent Powder in, again, Medium Deep. Yes, medium to deep. I have a whole video on it, a wear test with it, between the shades. That might be the only thing that's a little different between the two, but how they wear, all that stuff I felt are the same, other than, you know, the price tag here. But the main thing that people could tell me is that, oh, you get more in the Laura powder than you do the Milani, so when you think about it, it's not really a dupe because you're gonna have to buy this more than you buy that. And I was like, that's not the point though. Like, the point is that they perform the same. And I was thinking, how do some of y'all be wearing powder? Because Like, I'm not going through powder like 2 bottles in a year. Not, listen, you see how long it's been and I still have this powder? So it's just like, I don't, okay. But look, if you want to keep buying Laura, then go ahead, keep buying Laura. But I'm telling you, if you like this powder, or you want the same effects that you've seen this powder give other people, but you're not trying to spend that price for this one, you'll get the same thing with this. And the last dupe I have for you, this is the Fenty Beauty Setting Powder in Banana. I really do like this powder. This is one though, if you have drier under eyes, I would not bake with this. This is more like just set your face. Also, depending on the concealer that you use, if you're using a matte concealer, I probably wouldn't mix it with this one, but you know, those more hydrating, ColourPop, Pretty Fresh, those type of things, then you know that's probably a good mixture there. But if you're looking for a dupe for this, because you know Fenty I would place as a mid-range, a mid-tier type brand. Like, their prices are usually going to be somewhere in the $20, $30, $40. Like, I feel like if they start coming out with $50-something products, you're going to be like, oh, okay. I think actually they might actually have some of those. But you guys know what I mean? Like, it's in that same price range as like Too Faced, Tarte, who else? So they're not really like high end, but you know, they're still a little pricey there. So if you're looking for a dupe for this, this is the CoverGirl truBLEND Mineral. This is also their banana shade. They're not exactly the same type of bananas. What I like about Fenty is that they did banana without making it full on yellow banana powder. Also, this one by CoverGirl isn't also, you know, straight up yellow, but you see a little bit more yellow in this one. Other than that, I feel like these are two powders that are pretty much milled the same. They're gonna give you the same effect and wear on your face. Again, just, you know, this one is probably like in its 30s, somewhere around there, and this is probably under $15 or 20. And that was the last dupe that I had for you. I actually really like finding dupes because I feel like it helps me as a YouTuber. You know, like, that's my job to, yeah, it's my job to show you guys what I like, what works for me and stuff like that. But at the same time, I also have to be realistic in knowing that I have a wide audience and they can afford some things, they can't afford some things. You know, there are some brands that they choose to support and then some brands that they would rather not give their money to. So I just feel like when I have more of an option to recommend, like, it helps me help you, if that makes sense. Let me know if there is anything else that you guys want to see, if there are dupes on. Maybe you've heard people say that, but you'd like to see it before you know, test one or the other. I have a couple, like, again, I have another Makeup Revolution one. I'm pretty sure like that's like, they sit at the boardroom like, okay, so what's popping right now and how are we going to recreate this? So let me know if there is anything that you guys want to see a specific are they dupes type video. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So make sure to thumbs up, comment, subscribe down below. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one.